When I used to pass this building driving through town, I was constantly reminded of my past, and it consumed me with shame. The bar next door inside the bowling alley was my escape from my loneliness. It's where I'd go to numb myself from the brokenness in my life. Before my relationship with Jesus, I was in a very dark place for a very long time. I was a teen mom, and after my son's father and I broke up, I used alcohol, partying, toxic relationships to ease the loneliness and the darkness, and that obviously did nothing for that. It was literal bondage. The entire time, almost a decade, I felt God pursuing me, but I ran far away from that pursuit. When my husband and I were dating, he invited me to go to his church. I reluctantly said yes, and we just started making that a regular thing. It was about 3 weeks in that I gave my life to Christ. I definitely knew of this freedom that was given to me and that I had been forgiven, but I think because we were in this season of looking for a church, I had a lot of shame would just come creeping back in. Wondering if I had messed up my son, like all of those years being a single mom and getting married and bringing this new life, and all of a sudden we're going to church all the time, we're gonna do ministry, and I have no idea what that looks like, but I felt it. I knew that like we were called to do ministry as a family. I went to a friend's prayer and worship night at their church, and I saw a vision of what I knew God had promised us. And it was just families worshiping and community and people that knew each other because they were in groups. And I just cried out to God that night, and I said, God, this is what my family needs. And later that night, I couldn't sleep, and I started searching for churches online, and I came across the E2 Church. I woke my husband up in the middle of the night, and I was like, babe, I think I found our church. We visited E2 Church the very next week, and we've been here ever since. My life has been impacted by the ministry here at E2 Church, well, in so many ways. My entire family looks different than it did before we found E2. My husband is serving, he's in leadership. My son, he's heavily involved in youth, jumping right in and serving as a family. It's something that we enjoy doing together. We look forward to Sunday every single week. Before finding E2 Church, this building was a place that the enemy used to remind me of my past. It's now a place that carries my victories. This building no longer has that same sentiment. It's breakthrough, it's spiritual growth, it's redemption. Being here at E2 Church, doing ministry with my family in this building is me literally walking in God's promise over my life. My name is Mandy, and I currently serve as the eKids director here at E2 Church.